Okay. Let's start it off with this.
Oh, you know it, lad. You know that Hasan Piker? I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house. Or in the ring. No, in real life.
Or in the ring. No, in real life. Alright.
Hasan series rated 11 out of 10 by everybody except Hasan. In today's video, Hasan is accidentally admitted something very sinister. He's now crashing out at random celebrities. He's also responded to the recent terrorist attack in Boulder, Colorado, and his viewers are completely unhinged about it. Hasan Moon number 4, Mike from PA, is back beefing with Asmongold, and iDubbbz is back with yet another terrible video. Alrighty, subscribe.
Oh man, there's a lot of shit happening, huh?
And let's begin with
yeah,
Hasan
I already saw
once
some of
again
this stuff.
admitting that he supports terrorists.
Hasan gets asked what his favorite flag is on the first day of Pride Month.
Here, let's talk about our favorite flags.
Oh yeah, this
like,
is yeah, I saw
my
this.
favorite flag.
Yeah.
I
Hezbollah.
fucking saw
Look
this
it up.
shit.
Oh.
I'm not even kidding. It's actually
Even Will is like, oh no. Oh no. He's doing this. Oh shit.
They are celebrating Pride and have a flag on the desk, while one of the co-hosts is also gay. How does Hezbollah treat the LGBT plus community?
No, don't ask that one.
Hassan
No,
Nasrallah,
stop.
head of Hezbollah.
You don't want to ask that one, especially about Hezbollah. Jesus Christ.
Those who commit this act, even if they do it once, are to be killed.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen. You might not agree with his methods.
Yeah, there might be someone who doesn't agree.
A dope flag. It's got an AK on it and a fucking hand holding it up. Or
We might have to cut this. This looks like a brand of mustard. This is your favorite one?
we're behind the paywall. It's fine.
Here, let's talk about our favorite.
The meme is true. Hasan trying not to support terrorist challenge for 5 minutes. Impossible. 99.99% failure rate. I mean, we already knew this. He's shown support for Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas. He's kind of collecting terrorist organizations like Pokemons, you know? And I'm just kind of more interested in his friends here.
he's
like
just,
the cognitive dissonance you have to have
he's
to
just doing
even
it on
beef
purpose, you know?
Hasan's friend is just hilarious. All these people on this table are massive hypocrites. Like they will claim to support LGBT, got the pride flag on the table.
Oh, is that wait, is that who is that? Is that QT Cinderella?
Condemn their terrorist supporting friend, the guy who glazes.
Where's Elwig? Oh, did Elwig not want to be on? Why didn't Elwig want to be on?
Really, really stupid. Or 2, they're spineless. Or 3, they actually just agree.
Oh,
with
maybe because he knew that
this
was gonna happen.
Chickens for KFC type bullshit. And like you
What
would
a
think this is
pussy.
a one-off thing, but no, these guys literally host a podcast together. This is called the Fear and Podcast by Hasan, Will, Austin, and QT. Who is Jellyfish Ludwig.
I fucking knew it. Damn, you're gonna fucking throw your wife to the wolves, but you're not gonna fucking put yourselves in the fucking crosshair? Holy shit. God damn. That's insane, man.
Wake's girlfriend. So these people pretty much make Hasan more money. They
I mean,
promote him to a
that's
wider
their
audience
choice.
to get more people brainwashed and
God damn, holy
indoctrinated.
shit.
Like, I don't know if I have any sympathy at this point for these people, all right?
Yeah,
There's no way they don't know this guy's views. They're kind of just okay with it because it's
Oh no,
convenient
everyone
for
knows
money
Hasan's
and clout.
views.
Here's what people
They
are saying, pretty sure Austin is not
they're
gay, but
friends of
also
Hasan.
Lebanese now.
Let's
So
be
why did you invite this guy?
100%
Look on his face is
real.
priceless. Yeah, that's what you would think, except they literally co-host this podcast together. That we might have to cut this speaks volumes. Another free content for Nex and Pegasus. Okay, we're just everywhere now. Culture so peaceful, they have guns on their flags. At this point, Hasan is just testing how far he can go. He's the edgy friend in the 6th grade, but he's in his mid-30s. You can tell his own friends are sick and
What do you
tired
mean?
of
He's
having to be friends
45.
with a guy like him. I don't know, man. They willingly started this podcast together. I don't know if they're just like sucking off the clout of him, but yeah. Now after this, Hasan talks about this musician, and basically I imagine this guy was sort of like bullied to take a stance and have a position on the whole conflict, and then he finally gave his response, and then Hasan is just melting down over it because he's not 100% supporting the terrorists.
For anyone who has ever listened to a note of my music, of my band, or any of the music I've created over the years, or looked at the artwork or read any of the lyrics, it would be self-evident that I could not possibly support any form of extremism or dehumanization of others. All I see in a lifetime's worth of work with my fellow musicians and artists is pushing against such things, trying to create first of all, it's just a both sides argument where many artists who are unconditionally and firmly committed to Israel having to basically crawl through a mile of rusty nails to finally come out and be like, oh God, I just don't want to do this.
Yeah, kind of like you would drag your bleeding foot through 8 miles of lemon juice and Legos before you actually condemn the terrorist orgs. I don't know. I feel like that guy was pretty reasonable. He's like, yeah, I don't condone violence.
I mean,
whatsoever.
you could just
I don't
drag
really know
your
much about this
nuts
guy,
across
but why
glass,
do people care
right?
about a musician's opinion on political issues? Like, I'll never get this. Like, people are so obsessed with making other people have the same opinion as them, the right opinion. Now, this next part, this guy straight up condemns Israel, and it's still not enough for Hasan.
For others, let me fill in the blanks now so we're nice and clear. I think Netanyahu and his crew of extremists are totally out of control and need to be stopped, and that the international community should put all the pressure it can on them to cease. Their excuse of self-defense has long since worn thin and has been replaced by a transparent desire to take control of Gaza and the West Bank permanently. This is an interesting thing to state right now after 19 months of...
Oh my God, bro. You can't win with this guy. He just, like, what else do you want him to do? Jesus Christ.
At the same time, the unquestioning Free Palestine refrain that surrounds us...
Right,
does
he
not
just
answer the
want
simple
he
question
just
of why
wants
the
him to
hostages
have
have still not been
Hassan's view,
returned.
right?
There's
Just
no quarters
just
for this
just
kind of bullshit.
just parrot what
Especially this
Hasan's
far out.
saying
If
so
you're gonna
that
come out and
right,
you're
he
gonna
doesn't
swing
attack
for the
you as well.
fences and try to basically reduce the
he wants you
impact
to have
of
the
months
same
and months
viewpoint
of
as
your
him.
silence. Why did Hamas choose the truly horrific acts of October 7th? The answer seems obvious, and I believe Hamas chooses to hide behind the suffering of its people in an equally cynical fashion of their own purposes. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous, guys. Ridiculous that he would possibly criticize the terrorists. Don't you dare criticize Hamas, you freak. I mean, this guy literally condemned the Israeli government's actions as well, and this guy is still crying, bro. You can't make this shit up. Bro just wants that terrorist pee-pee so bad. He's just latched onto the terrorist ball sack. It's crazy. Anyways, in usual fashion, one of Hasan's somewhat sane chatterers calls him out.
Hamas kills its own people. They're opportunistic and siphon off the wealth from the locals. They should get removed. While isn't real, isn't good. They're just as bad. Okay, no idea. Just looking at this from an average Joe position. Yeah, my job as a communicator, as a political commentator, is to explain to the average Joe that there is a severe asymmetry of power here.
Oh, he's giving
himself
the he's giving himself the political journalist tag.
Hamas not a perfect victim. Also, I love how he says it's my job to
Even though he
explain it
can't
to you
even
guys.
be
You know, you
straight,
guys are
he
just
can't
too
even tell the
stupid
truth.
to understand any situations. You need my political expertise, obviously. What is my political expertise? Hezbollah is based, guys. I support the Houthis, 10 toes down. Political expertise.
He will never tell the truth.
Russia would never invade
He will
Ukraine
never handle
before
the truth.
invasion.
We did it successfully. We stopped Vladimir Putin from invading Ukraine. Or maybe that was never going to fucking happen. Like I said, it was
Cry me a river.
happen.
Let's actually all trust Hasan's political expertise. He should be broadcasted on every news network across the globe for being an example of how fucking stupid you can become when you get brain rotted into politics. It was last time we were
Correct.
talking about how Hasan would respond to the Colorado attack, right? Basically, a guy was setting Jewish people on fire with Molotov cocktails. Absolutely horrific situation.
Yep.
And last time a situation like this happened, a person was shooting 2 Israelis and them. Hasan heavily implied that it was a false flag. He said it would be the perfect false flag, and he played defense for the shooter, saying that, oh, the media
Is he gonna do that false flag bullshit again?
So he shot and killed 2 people.
I'm not Mr. False Flag at all, but like every single thing that he did in the aftermath of the shooting is so fucking crazy that it's like you could not have designed a better false flag incident like this.
So this time he responded, and believe it or not, he actually had a decent response. I assume the feds were watching.
Some psycho went up to a bunch of old Jewish people that were doing like a demonstration in support of Israel and tried to like light them on fire or something. He was shirtless, you know, just real insane. He had like Molotov cocktails or something. The protest was to free the hostages. Yeah, it was it was like a pro-Israel protest, but it doesn't matter what the protest was for. That's psychotic. What do you mean? Like, that's an insane thing to do. And this man is an insane person. Absolutely insane person. Thank God nobody died. Holy
Okay, interesting. He cares about the dead people, not the people that the terrorists he support kills. That's some weird dissonance. But anyways, did an alien take over Hasan's body? What the hell is this? Is he actually having a little bit of empathy for the victims?
No.
A little bit of iDubbbz? That's kind of
No.
crazy. I don't
No,
know if
he's
there's a gun
not.
to his head behind this or something.
He's
because,
just playing ball
this
because he
doesn't seem
has
like
to.
Hasan, but anyways, good to see him condemning it at least a little bit. But after this, a chatter tries to somewhat justify it because his audience is completely insane. Like, wait till we look at the comment section of this video. But yeah, then he has to desperately reel it back.
It does matter. You don't think a pro-Israel protest is psychotic in and of itself? Yes, it is. But you know what you can't do? Throw Molotov cocktails at it. What are you, stupid? Are you out of your mind? Come on, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, what do you think this is? Grand Theft Auto? What are you, insane? Are you out of your mind? Are you a federal agent? 87-year-old Jewish dude who like or Jewish woman who fucking survived the Holocaust getting lit on fire. Not exactly great, you know? Are you insane? There are a lot of instances of direct action that is valid, valuable, reasonable, okay? This is not even in the range of appropriate behavior. Get the out of here. No one is actually even supporting it. Someone just like tried to say some dumb shit and I immediately clamped on it.
Okay, that is straight bullshit. People are definitely supporting this. In fact, a lot of people from his community are supporting it. Let's just read the comments real quick. Here we have Hasan's own comment section. 130 mass shootings in 2025, but this gets wall-to-wall coverage. Known to the FBI for over a year is a synonym for we coaxed him into doing it. Interesting. It's a bit weird they focus on...
I don't even think he talked about the fertility bombing.
Damn shame. There's so many billionaire oligarchs he could have used these on. Interesting.
Actually, he might have.
I
don't remember.
I changed the description. They weren't Israeli protesters. Pro-Israel protesters would make more sense. I'm more annoyed that they're spinning this to anti-Semitism. What else was it? What the heck? I hope someone's doing a deep investigation into the dude who did this. This is very suspicious. Suspicious how? American problems require American solutions. This is giving Fed psyop, to be honest. Absolutely staged. I genuinely cannot bring myself to care about this. I also don't see much value in leftists openly denouncing the attack. Oh, okay. Interestingly enough, Hasan is one of the few people in his own community that is condemning it. Turns out the only thing worse than Hasan is his batshit crazy community. But again, I'm a fair man on this channel, so I will say it's definitely a better response by him than the whole shooter incident. I just wish his audience would follow suit. Anyways, moving on to him crashing out over the ADL guy.
Apparently, Jonathan Greenblatt is trying to say that like I'm responsible for this again, which is so insane. It's so psychotic. The f are you doing, man? Again, yeah. Anytime any sort of like violence takes place against like a pro-Israeli rally or anyone out there, he just goes, "Oh, it's Hasan Piker's fault." Dude, what are you saying? What the f kind of psychotic nonsense is this?
Well, I don't really blame him based on your past statements.
Yeah.
The shooter openly supporting terrorists. It's very reasonable to assume.
I mean, it's very reasonable to assume that
that doesn't really
someone who goes on public national airwaves sometimes,
support a lot of violence, right?
and then who openly advocates for terroristic ideology to be openly criticized by people. I mean, that's on you, man.
Bit scared, but you know, personally, I think Hasan is genuine in his actions, but a little
bit
he is
100% genuine. He just can't handle the truth.
The person goes, "Oh, I got radicalized by this person, and that's why I did it." It's a combination of systemic factors.
Yeah, we actually need to wait for someone to say Hasan directly inspired me to do this. That's the only way you can criticize Hasan, actually. Or maybe we can use a little bit of common sense and realize that he does push people in a certain direction. Now he talks about people trying to deplatform him.
So seeing
who's
many
trying to
of these,
deplatform
like,
him now?
supposedly right-wing pro-free speech accounts unironically lap up whatever the f the ADL is saying in an effort to get the government to go after people that they don't like, content creators that they don't like, simply because it's a position that I have taken is insane. Jonathan Greenblatt has played a larger role in the dangerous conflation of Jews and Israel more so than anyone else.
I'm just waiting for one of these streamers to go fucking gladiatorial fucking fight
from one another.
Yeah, that is hilarious. Completely untrue. We've proved that
I mean, there was already a kidnapping. I'm just waiting for that. I'm just waiting for like both of these people to kill each other.
Like, obviously talking about Jews, all right, bro, acting like he isn't conflating the two.
I mean, shit, there was that one issue with the
Also, the reason people want you banned is because you break the rules. It's just like nobody wants some special rules for you. They just want the existing rules to be fairly applied. Hasan, when the not real media reports him to be responsible for anti-Semitic rhetoric, they don't like Diddy parties in prison.
Right,
Anyways, let's move on to Mike from PA.
There's a lot of
Simp
stuff
Hasan
that you
talking about
have to
how
be
you're supposed
careful
to
in real
engage with
life,
Admirable
right?
Tectone and
Especially
people
when
like
it
them.
comes to like streamers broadcasting their life, like throughout the fucking
I feel like I touched like a
their life on the goddamn internet all the time.
Oh, jeez.
Or half the time.
Here he goes again.
You want to get back at Asmongold?
And then they start going to events, and then some of those events have some shady shit that happens. Right? It's like, yeah, it's not good.
On fire with
I think
cigarettes.
the last TwitchCon
So
or
you
something
think that
had
you're gonna
like
make fun of me for all of the things that I told people
had an
about?
issue
What
where
is
someone
even
was
the
spiking
logic here?
drinks.
That's how you
So yeah,
fight
that's really
back.
fucking
But
bad.
the entire, even the foundation.
I mean,
of
obviously
the
that's
thinking
not
is
on like
stupid.
Twitch
Another,
staff
again,
or right
blatant
on
violation
the
of Twitch terms of service. He's
on
instructing his
any of
viewers
the
to harass me
right,
and personally
the
insult me, bringing
staff
up my
or
dead
anything like
mother.
that. But yeah,
I'm
you
sure
just have to
nothing's
be
going
careful.
happen to him, just like
There's
nothing
some
ever
people
happens
who
to
will
these
do
people
some
because
shady
Twitch
shit.
moderation agrees with them, and that's a good reason why we're multi-streaming now, right? Doesn't Twitch TOS have a rule against harassment for partnered streamers? Aren't you partnered? They also have a rule against putting a hit out on somebody.
He's not going to stop until he's bleeding out of the corner of his mouth. It's time to fight fire with fire. It's time. You want to get in the...
Right, so basically when you have no arguments and you can't win the conversation on merit or actual facts, you need to attack random other shit about the person. And I don't know.
Well, I mean, when you lose the argument, right? When you lose your whole argument, well, and then all they can go back on is trying to attack you personally.
Why he's gone for this route? Like, you really?
I
want
mean,
people
it's
to
the
bring
way
up your
Hasan
past and
does
make
it.
fun
It's
of
the
you?
way
Like,
Destiny does it.
One of the most
It's the way some
embarrassing clips in the
lolcow
history of the
motherfuckers do it.
internet.
Like
Why
all
would
these
you do
people,
this?
like
Also,
all these
going
people
after
do
his
the
dead
same
mom
shit
is just crazy,
during
but
debates.
I guess like all boundaries have been broken at this point.
This is why you shouldn't
Whenever
debate them,
Jadeon
because they all do the
rated
same
Pokimane
shit
and said
constantly.
to type L Pokimane, and Jadeon got permanently banned for years over that, and nothing's ever gonna happen with this.
It's
And do you
gonna be
wanna know
always
why?
the
It's because Twitch
right the
supports this
reverse
behavior, but
Uno
the good
cards
thing,
every
here's the
fucking
silver
single
lining.
time.
This will not always be the case. And sooner than later, there is going to be enough people getting mad about this. And Amazon is going to probably sack the entire moderation team.
This is going to be a
and the
constant
entire
game of
executive
fucking
leadership
telephone.
team.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Really don't respect me as a content creator.
Never talk to Bad Bunny.
And then the simps come to the rescue.
She's an attractive woman.
Oh,
who
for
didn't act like a nice person.
Sake!
Did you say
Which is what
attractive?
makes frustrated incels angry.
You notice the lack of eye contact, the lack of confidence, the slouchy posture. That's all. He hit all 3 simp marks right
I hit
there.
all the simp marks.
I'm getting your attention. I feel like I touched like
Diabolical clip, bro. Your entire bloodline is disappointed in you. Your great-great-great-grandchildren are gonna have a generational trauma from that. If this guy ever procreates, that's probably not happening. But I mean, he did say we gotta fight fire with fire, according to him. So is what it is. Don't really feel bad about that. This guy also routinely threatens violence on people, but he can't beat up a couch. So I don't know. Remember, guys, it's okay to break Twitch TOS as long as you have the correct opinion. You know, the tolerant one.
Yeah, the tolerant. Yes,
is
the
advocating
tolerant left.
Karis,
By the way,
course.
guys.
Getting the disrespect, talking about someone's mom who passes mantras. He literally could not have done a movement that looks more tragic than that. But anyways, since we have the time now, I just wanted to briefly visit the Diddy party clip about Hasan, because actually I
here we go, Hasan.
you guys might have seen it from different
Diddy,
clips here and there. But here
Bin
Hasan
Laden,
refers to an underage girl as attractive.
I walked into this like back like sphere Epcot looking thing in the back of like the house that P. Diddy was renting for his and was throwing after parties at Coachella, and they were playing like these crazy things for people who are high. Not me, of course. I had only eaten portobello mushrooms. And
I had only portobello mushrooms.
Like
he just said he had mushrooms.
This like supposedly attractive, very young girl.
Nice code there, buddy.
Like opening up a Christmas gift And I think I told you about this.
Even
where I was like,
I don't even
weird
think Hasan
Alex
takes
Jones
any
style
drugs. To be
pedo
honest, I think he's a
thing here.
straight edge
So what does
loser.
attractive
To
little
be
girl
honest.
mean exactly?
Well, he's not a
What did
loser.
you
He's
mean
just a
by
lying
that?
fucking face.
Oh my god, I did. I went to a Coachella after party. Oh, that's right. I just realized. I remember. Holy, my mind just unlocked.
My bad, guys. I just forgot about my good friend Mr. Diddy. You know, just wipe that memory out of my brain. There's also this really old tweet by him. I would love to hang in Diddy's Ciroc entourage and trickle down bang anything thrown his way. Again, old tweet, but very funny.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriends are going to this P. Diddy party, and I was like, okay, you can go. You can go. I'm breaking up with you. So I broke up with her over the phone. That was probably one of the worst ways I've ever broken up with someone.
Anyways, that's a little bit of the Diddy lore, but let's move on to iDubbbz's new video. Apparently, he's humiliated himself again.
I have felt extremely handcuffed by Creator Clash these past years because
Why?
I'm not an expert communicator, and I don't know how to convey things, not over-communicate, not do all these things that potentially put the event at risk and put other people at risk.
7 million subscribers and
how you kept
dude,
getting your
just
personal
admit you're a
beef
scummy
with
piece of shit who wanted
Ethan
to steal
in the
from
mix?
charity. It's okay, we know. Then he comes up with an excuse for using the charity money for throwing parties, saying it was for promotion.
Now, some people will be critical of one of the costs being parties for Creator Clash 2 and actually Creator Clash 1.
Well, because they're wondering where the 34% is going.
For Creator Clash 1,
because it's like
we don't know.
66% is like the operational costs, right?
But that was the
But
idea.
you said 34% is
to
like
show up
to you,
a hotel the night before their fight, and they're going to post about it on social media, and the internet will be abuzz. I would cross that off my list as a learning experience of, well, if you do this strategy,
where does that leave the
you have to I don't know, not do it.
My bad, guys. Just messed up a charity event, lost $250,000, wasted everybody's time and money, threw parties with my friends, enjoying myself. While kids with cancer did not get the money they were promised. You know, silly mistake. Oopsie doopsie poopsie.
Some people have an idea.
I mean, if you just wanted to party with your friends, why didn't you just party with your friends? Why did you have to make this whole weird event that didn't need to happen?
Energy and money for the charity.
I mean, that's what they pitched the original event as. You know, they said, I'm sick of greedy people making money off of these events. I'm going to do a charity event.
Says the content creators who made their life on YouTube.
It's that juicy 34% profit share. So now he addresses the 34% part, and he gives the
all these people sound like they lie out loud
but
through
the
their
main
teeth.
controversy, I would say, is that
They
it
just
was
keep
revealed
lying.
with the change of ownership that Anissa and I, because we're 1/3 ownership of Creator Clash, the business, that we were getting 34% of the profit share. We weren't anticipating this event doing well. Like, we wanted to do well enough to pay back the investors, of course. So that's one of the reasons that we were, you know, okay with the profit share thing. But another part of it as well is that the contract wasn't structured in a way that the profit share could just directly go to charity. It was told to us, like, you could just donate your portion of the profit share to charity after the event. So we were like, okay, fine. Now, I know some people will find it hard to believe that Anissa and I were just going to give our portion of the profit share to charity. There's nothing I could really say to, I think, convince them otherwise. It was up to our discretion at the end of the day, and if you don't believe us, I can't say anything that'll change your mind.
Ah, yes, I was just gonna take the money first, and then give it to charity. Interesting. So, guys, so basically, I just allocated 34% specifically to myself because I wanted to personally give that to charity. Actually, dude, absolutely nobody is buying that bullshit. You are a disgusting, unempathetic, greedy, pathetic excuse for a person, dude. You wanted to take money from charity and you got caught. Bro actually tried to say, I was putting it aside for you, actually.
The most obvious definition
I had it in a
when
separate.
someone is pretending to be concerned
I separated
about
it
a
out
particular
for you.
subject or cause, when in
I
reality,
divvied it up.
they don't give a
Don't
They're
worry,
just
I got
doing
your
it
share
to either
for
get
the
attention,
charity.
start a fight, derail a conversation.
Yeah, God forbid people care about charity getting money. God forbid people care about kids with cancer. Of course, he couldn't understand that with his greedy ass. Turns out other people do actually care about these things. This wasn't concern trolling. People are actually concerned. They're concerned that they were scammed and that their money didn't go where they wanted. Guys,
exactly. They're concerned that their money isn't actually going to the fucking charity. That's what they're concerned about. They're concerned that you're pocketing the fucking cash. That's what they're concerned about. And it looks like you're pocketing the fucking cash. Yeah, that's not good.
You grew into such an empathetic young lesbian. Happy Pride Month. This is not what podcasts are. This isn't your emotional dumping ground. I'm glad Anissa's husband is recovering from his chemotherapy. No trolling. I'm genuinely concerned. Ian, you can't be this dumb. Your last content cut was one of the biggest examples of concern trolling the internet has ever seen. Yeah, he was faking empathy for Ethan Klein.
Yeah, that I don't know why he put that at the end.
Anyways, that's about it. Click this video or you gotta watch Hasan and iDubbbz vigorously.
That was so bad to put because that all that makes it look like is that you guys have a personal beef with each other, right? That ending scene with Ian talking to that one doctor therapist guy or whatever. Like, dude, what the fuck? And I feel like he just got roped in for no reason too. Right. Then he's crying his heart out to this guy who has like nothing to do with anything. It's like, oh fuck. So fucking weird, man. Fucking the clout farming. But yeah, there you go. More Pegasus. Hasan just fucked up badly. Sora Mordor, if they were real, he was spoken to, makes 2 children getting killed, didn't trigger anything out of him. But now all of a sudden he cares about people being attacked. Nah, dude, is walking thinnest of real lines. Yeah, I mean, with all of his past statements too, I mean, for him to just be like, oh yeah, everything's okay now, it's like, yeah, that's real hard to believe. I think cause he knows that the government is watching him now, so he's like, oh, I gotta be quiet now. I gotta shut the fuck up and stop attacking people. Because he was I mean, I don't want to say harassing, but I mean, he was slandering streamers left and right, right? Right, he was slandering Kirsch. He was slandering Asmongold. Right, he's just slandering a bunch of people. It's like, yeah, it's like, not my problem. Hasan learning what consequences and iDubbbz projecting and other daily news and the world is around. Hasan is like the one friend who spends too much time on Discord and Twitter and it shows. Yeah, I mean, if he goes on like Reddit all the time, Twitter, Discord, and he talks shit on there all the fucking time, yeah, it's gonna fucking show. I mean, just look at some of the streamers who put up a facade all the fucking time. It's like, ugh. I mean, just look at some of the VTubers. Look at Cinder. Was putting up a facade real well, right? You just have to be careful with people, right? You don't know what crazy bullshit they're gonna fucking rope you in, right? You should just let them rope themselves, right? Anyways, MorePegasus. If you want to take a look at more of his content, there you go.